Welcome, everybody. You've seen this routine a few times. You've seen the scenery a few times. You know what's really weird is this is a car that I really do want to keep. I mean, in my lifetime, I've had so many cars, and I'd have to say this is like the first car that I'm really like, I really want to keep this car. And what's weird is my brother has a 1971 Camaro Z28 black that he bought like in 1982, I think, like 1982, roughly around that time, that he's never, ever gotten rid of. I'm surprised he doesn't paint that car back to original black with the stripes. He should do that, but it's interesting how he'll keep that car forever. I mean, that probably one day will be my car, which I never really have thought much about that. But I would have then two collector's Z28s. His wasn't so much sought after because it was the 350 motor, automatic, nothing really that, I think, outrageous. But it's the body, the theme. Like I was thinking, I was just driving this car thinking, you know, you go, think about this car. And this car is still what it is 30, 40 years from now. And I'm no longer around. Who's driving this car? And I just had that eerie feeling of like my daughter. Like one day, 30 years from now, I'm 92 years old. 30 years from now, my daughter's 51 years old. And I just had this feeling like she was driving this car that I've already lived in the future. And she's driving down the road, driving this car. And then having the connection of this car and me. Wow. Right? That's sent chills up your spine. Hey, I never really thought about my brother. I know in his will that I'm the person that will reap whatever he has when he passes. I already know that. My brother didn't have any children. At one time, my brother had my nephew, part of his will, but he passed. So anyway, his whole point is, for me, my brother one day passed. I didn't notice our brother passed, but it's just the whole point. You go, I mean, who knows? I could pass before my brother in all reality. But the whole point is, my brother's never going to get rid of that car. He's talked about selling it, but I'd be like, it ain't worth it. He can't get rid of that boat. That boat in his driveway, he's down to like $4,000. Yeah, he's in the same crap show that I'm in, and that is he can't get rid of that boat. That boat that's sitting in front of his house. He had a guy interested in it. He really wants to sell the boat and trailer together, but he can't really get anybody. So he had a guy. So here's a kid doing wheelies. What's the wheelie guy? If you ride a dirt bike or a motorcycle and you're a young kid, even older guys, you got to do a wheelie, right? So he can't get rid of that damn boat. He had a guy Saturday to apparently buy the boat, but I think the deal fell through. Buy stuff you can't get rid of. That's the truth. That's the reality. On your side of the road, dude. You got the guy on a dirt bike who wants to play around, which it is what it is. In the back roads, in the Camaro. I've been hearing something slip around somewhere. I gotta figure out what that is. Up here is where all the damn deer are, which I don't feel like finding those damn things. I mean, the deer are so bad. This car really is the car what to design for, to go down all these roads at incredibly fast speeds and just be glued to the road. And that's what this car is designed to do. The suspension, the tires, wheels, engineered. It's not the straight line car, it's the track car. And as you can hear it, which that's what makes this car so much fun. I mean, it's so attached to the road. It's so in tune with this road right here. It's crazy. I mean, it's just precision. Here, it's a dangerous corner because it's an intersection. Somebody could turn right now, be turning. If you have this too fast, you would have a T-bone and a heartbeat. What a blast. A lot of fun. So, you know, once again, it's all about goal for me to eventually have the title in hand in this car. I was talking earlier about the Z06 Corvette. You know, I crossed the bridge in that because it was a high interest payment with Carvana. Number one, that was a high, very high interest rate. Number two, I think the Corvette Z06s are way more built and way more available than this car here. I just don't know of many Camaro Z28s, 2014-15 models that are in the marketplace, and if they are, they're pricey. And how many have low mileage? The real low mileage ones, you're going to be in a $100,000 car. So, as we bring it to another day of me rambling on and talking to keep the channel active and going, which isn't easy, as the tumbleweeds go through the driveway, as Rick, the painter man at Home Depot, says. So here we are at the front gate. The gate usually is, I've been very fortunate. I'm expecting any day for this thing to have a problem, because that happens. And there goes my gate opener on the, dropped it on the floor. Damn, dude. There. Now get up here and get out of the car. And my right side of my whole body is killing me. So the Cicadia is back. Which I don't know. I pulled my whole right side of my body out, having to manhandle Rebel here a while back. And, you know, and ever since I did that, my whole right side of my body is killing me. One of my subscribers said I should go see a chiropractor. Just junk mail, that's all I got. I guess I'm for junk mail, in most part. The mailman would be out of business. There's a funny video out there where the guy does a whole skit of the video of the differences of delivery of UPS delivering, Amazon delivering, FedEx delivering, you know, all these different delivery companies, and it's funny as hell. Some people out there, I give credit, some people out there do a great job of doing great entertainment on their videos. They make, you know, they just make stuff that's so funny. It's fun to watch. I mean, and that's what people want. I think a lot of people, they don't want these dire straight conversations. They don't want the confrontational conversations, and that's where my channel, I feel in so many ways, you know, it's gone that direction, which is so unfortunate, because it's turned into other people, commenters, where they're trying to micromanage my life, and it just isn't any fun, you know. So the fun factor is getting old, because there isn't a fun factor. And then I know, you know, where it turns into is now you're becoming combative with your subscribers, which is right. But the subscribers are coming, or, you know, who started first? And that's the real deal. Who started the micromanaging and the combative conversations and telling me how to live my life? I didn't tell you how to live your life. And so that's where it just kind of, the channel just starts to lose. It just loses. Anybody watch my channel that's kind of new, like, there just isn't anything here for me, because this guy's just, in some ways, he's too combative. Which I'd be like, I don't disagree with you. That, it has become more frustrating and challenging, because I'm sharing with everybody the challenges that I'm going through in my life and trying to right the wrong. And with that comes just the overall craziness of what I've done to myself. And what do I get back? What I dish out. Here it is. So this is a beautiful, beautiful car. I would be heartbroken. This would be a tearjerker. This would be like the Dodge Hellcat Gold Rush. Beautiful car, but there's so many of those cars out there. There's just so many of the Hellcats out there. It's just like, you can go get another one. They're not. You cannot convince me. I'm going to find another one of these Z28s for me buying for the price I paid and got it. I'm not saying you can't get one. I'm not saying that. I know you can find one. But those days of buying stuff are over for me. And that's a whole other thing that kind of cracks me up on my channel, is so many people are like, well, just get rid of this or get rid of that. But then I can't get it back. And that's the problem. So that's what cracks me up, is just get rid of your camper. Well, if you know how hard it is to get an RV, your credit has to be impeccable. Yeah. So, so there's certain things like, okay, just let it go. Well, the next round, I have to have cash. Cash. And what people forget about is, when you go down to the dealership and you buy that car in cash for $50,000, you had to earn $75,000 to pay $50,000. Now, something I've been researching, haven't talked a lot to my accountant. I need to. All these deficiencies that I have, they are going to probably be huge tax write-offs for me. There's a whole other variable. I really haven't focused on that. I'll have to get more in depth with my accountant about that. But I believe that the IRS codes are going to allow me to write off these deficiencies, to take them as claims. So the bottom line is, if I owe $100,000 to IRS for my incomes and my business, and I can show I owe $100,000 in deficiencies, that's all to find out. I'd be okay, well, I'd rather give, in so many ways, the deficiencies, the money over the IRS, because we've already witnessed from Elon Musk that the government just takes your money and pisses it away. It doesn't do any good. All right, let's go inside and see. Now, Rebel, he had a mistake. Whoops. And thank God he didn't have another one. So, yeah, he lost it. He lost it big time at some point from the time I put him in that cage to the time I got him out. Something happened to him. It was nasty. I didn't show it to you guys because it'd be throw up material for you. Come on, let's get out of here. Come on, Rebel. Let's get outside and go to the bathroom. Come on, let's go. Come on. Here we get out of here. So yes, unfortunately, last night I ate my own words on Rebel didn't make it. It's like he heard me bragging on how these dogs can go 10, 11, 12 hours without losing it. But he didn't make it. But he isn't feeling well. I don't know what's going on. I just kind of sense he ate something. I don't know what it is. You never know. Dogs are just like, that's it. I'm done talking. Okay. Of content for you. I just keep talking, everybody. And how I even pull it off, even I'm amazed. So anyways, appreciate the support. Or do I, right? God bless. It's noisy.